I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Jerry!
Hey, I'm Brian Posehn. You're listening to Nerd Poker Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. And the dog licks her kid's ass clean.
Hey, can we, Brian?
What's wrong with that?
Cut, Brian. Can we do that one more time? We had a plane on Ken's
again.
line read. Ken,
Okay,
take
Ken.
it from Ken's
Ken,
thing
go,
about
Ken.
the dog licking the ass clean.
Okay, on three.
Back to one and two, three, and Ken.
And then the dog licks the kid's ass clean.
Hi, I'm Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Wow. We are really full of beans.
Moving on.
Let's keep that one. We'll keep
Perfect.
moving.
Moving on.
Mark it. Mark that one.
So, our donor shout-out this week, Michael Spilson. Thanks, Michael. And $100 to Earwolf.
Nice.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
And I don't have any other donors because I didn't see anybody in the last 5 minutes since we
I could have
recorded
given
it.
you $1
Yeah.
in a break.
You guys got any money for Nerd Poker? All right. Let's go. What happened last week?
Well, last week, you and Steve went down to the Regal Beagle while Chrissy and Janet tried to get the place ready for Janet's mother-in-law. I'm sorry, ex-mother-in-law to come visit.
Okay.
Mr. Furley still thinks Hug is gay. So you killed Mr.
Wait a
Furley,
minute.
and now the cops are coming. What are you going to do?
Oh, shit. Kill all the cops.
Hide him under his neckerchief.
We're gonna have a baking contest.
Who's that?
Seems like there's always a baking.
It's that gay baker that's always on Three's Company.
Grandma Ritter's.
That show
chocolate
got
chip
really
cookie.
food heavy at one point.
Yeah.
Like, that became...
Food heavy or fruit heavy?
Food heavy. I mean,
I thought
because...
there's a
No.
gay slur.
No, but Jack was sort of into food in the beginning,
Yeah.
but by the end of that show, it's
all
like
about his
every
accent.
episode's at his restaurant.
Jack's
When they did
Bistro,
the
yeah.
spin-off,
Yeah.
the Jack's Bistro shit.
And the food critic coming to the place.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Angelino.
Wow, that's pretty good. Holy Christ.
Food ruined Three's Company.
Bunch of idiots. Us. Go, Blaine.
Where do we go?
So you guys are at Jack's Bistro. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm just
Hey,
flashing on
everybody. I'm
Jack's.
Brian Posehn.
Kid, dog licked the
Good
kid's ass
again.
clean.
Gonna roll the whole prompter back. In our last episode of Nerd Poker, our nerds were making their way up a river that kind of opened up into my regular speaking voice. This river was getting wider and wider, almost looking like it was turning into a sea, and you see that a fleet of red boats go by, maybe 5 or 6 boats. You see that they look sort of like those old Roman ships, with like the weird
The oars.
Yeah, not oars, but there's sails going on, and like the weird like the big protruding chin looking ships. I don't know what they're called.
Right.
Lenos?
Yeah, they look like big. Yeah, it looks like a.
Go
looks like
sailing. I'm really into boats now.
Yeah, I have a rocket boat. I have a family theme boat.
What's that voice you guys are doing?
Letterman.
This is my Reverend Jim.
Leno's not that old of a reference.
No, I know. I wasn't referring to that. But the accuracy of
The bad impression?
Yeah.
Are they ever good?
That was my Nixon.
So yeah, we're gonna let those float by, or we are. Yeah.
Okay, and you see that there's red crew aboard these things. Some look like military people, some just look like sailors. But from a distance, what you can gather is you see that these are giant ships with giant on them. and they just sort of go by. You see them sort of disappear off into the river, and you know that the river kind of tunnels out of this continent, and you're almost like at the bottom of a canyon at this point. You've sort of descended a valley canyon / thing where you've made your way down waterfalls and stuff down to the level of this river. So you're sort of in the center of this continent at this point. So you're right between mountains on either side.
All right. Keep walking. What time of the day is it?
The ocean?
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably hitting rush hour, like maybe 3 or 4. So
I'd just say keep going in this general direction.
okay, you guys keep moving along. Are you hugging the river? The river looks.
I'm hugging everything.
We are, but we're also, I would say, undercover a little bit.
So you're sort of trying
Like
to.
if there's
by the
trees,
tree
if there's
line.
trees lining it, yeah,
Okay.
sticking close to the tree line would be the
Inconspicuous.
safest.
All right. So you guys are in the trees for a while. You haven't really seen any wildlife. You see birds and occasional giant deer or whatever.
Am I going to need a monstrous manual for something?
No, I'm just looking at stuff.
Okay, you're just reading a book
checking
for
some
fun.
stuff. I just
Looking
like
at
to
pictures. He likes pictures.
I just like to read things while I'm looking things up. So as you're making your way sort of up the woods, you start to see it's almost like you see out on the shore by the river, you see what looks like an old fire, like a campfire, and
Smoldering, burning.
yeah, it looks like there's still some smoke kind of coming off of it, and just it looks like the mud and everything is all kind of torn up around it. You see some what looks like fishing lines and stuff that are sort of kind of kept off to hidden behind rocks and things like that, and you see the tracks kind of heading up into the woods that are right in front of you.
Are these tracks our sized or are they huge?
We can't really see anything at this point. You're not really that close, but you see. I would say it's maybe.
So
some
we
sort
don't
of-
see the tracks. We just see
It
the
looks like
fire.
some sort of fishing village.
But does
or
it
something,
look
or-
like?
Well, let's say you're
camping.
let's say you're maybe 50 yards away. You see sort of the remains of a campfire, still some smoke coming off of it, and just around it, just like a lot of footprints, like there's people around it.
But based on where we just were, does this seem the same scale as us, or is the same scale of where we just were?
It doesn't look like huge footprints.
Okay.
Doesn't look enormous, but there's a lot of them, and you see them. There's just like a lot of activity in the mud. So
Like there was a lot of activity.
yeah, there was a lot of activity in the mud.
Do you
And
recognize the
Lyra
footprints at all?
Lyra notices that the fire smells like it wouldn't still be smoldering if it had recently been put out. It seems like it it might have recently been doused.
I feel like this is a fishing village or something.
Like
Maybe-
somebody saw the giants and wanted to put their fire out, and
or they
hide?
sit here and fish and they live just offshore. I don't know if maybe it's a campsite and they saw us coming and they
Well,
went to hide.
let's
Follow
go
the
say
tracks.
hi.
let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's
Follow.
not try to accidentally murder anybody.
All right, so
Good luck with
Not
that.
trying to.
so you guys you sort of keep walking along. You're hugging the trees a little bit, and you see a couple of goblins up in the
Oh.
distance, and you know goblins, sort of
Yeah, I know goblins.
humanoid, big heads. They
Oh,
almost
goblins.
yeah, goblins. Sort of squat, weird looking, cartoony, like skinny arms and legs, little ball shaped bodies, little round heads, teeth and stuff. Normally goblins are about 4 feet tall, but these goblins look like they're about maybe your size, a little bigger.
Big goblins.
Yeah, big goblins. And you see a couple of these goblins up ahead, and you see them sort of, they poke their head out of the woods, and you see them kind of scanning the river as like they're checking to see if those ships had gone by.
They're hiding from the ships.
What's our experience? What's your experience with goblins? Anybody here run into one before?
I just know the ones that did the soundtrack for Time of the Dead.
Right.
Outside of that, not
Can anybody
much.
speak with goblins?
I did see some in the town of Nilbog.
I think if we can
They
let
do
them
not
know
like
that
dairy products?
that we killed 2 of those giants, that they'd be cool to us.
Right?
Yeah.
2 in 1 blow.
How do we do that?
Oh yeah, we don't have proof.
Hey, goblins. Guess what we did?
Well, what do you think, Sarah?
They're going to be hostile to us.
Yeah, well, I sort
Yeah.
of feel like maybe we just keep going unless they have something that we want.
Okay,
or,
so
you know,
maybe go to the right of them and try to avoid them,
Screw
or
right.
just keep going straight through.
or I could disguise myself as a goblin and try to talk to them.
That's a great idea.
I
You
like
can do
that.
that? Can you do that?
I do have a disguise. I don't know if I can.
Is that in your skill set?
Well,
Let's
it is.
send a red goblin over there.
But I think it's
phantasmal
a
force.
pretty
Yeah, what color are these goblins?
unlikely thing. If I'm
Goblin.
doing
Green, usually.
Sort of reddish.
Oh.
Our
Oh,
goblins.
are they
race.
unusually reddish?
They don't seem to be red. They don't seem to be too red, but they're wearing reddish clothes.
Okay.
They seem to be on more of a natural.
Earth
It's-
Tony.
Yeah, they don't
Like a
seem as
brick
Okay, so I can
Yeah,
attempt.
they
or a
almost seem to
red
be
clay, an
they,
earthen red?
they don't really seem to be that colorful. They do seem to be larger though.
They're large.
I can
goblins.
disguise myself or attempt to disguise myself as a character of another race.
What
with
if you
a
disguise
negative
yourself as a
7
boglin?
to my proficiency check? But
Didn't
then I
Ted
just was
Danson
like-
do that at the Friars Club?
But then even if I do it,
That did not go well.
what do I?
What, that joke?
Even if I say I do dress up as a goblin and
Yeah.
it is successful,
Yeah.
which is a best case scenario.
Yeah.
Then what? Hey guys,
Hey,
I'm
what's
a
up?
goblin like you.
Yeah.
What-
Exactly. You got any food or stuff?
What's
Got-
the deal with
Cool,
those
I'll do it. I
You
do
giants?
it.
got, you got a place to sit?
Blaine, I do it.
ask
I-
about
okay.
and ask about things.
Okay, I
We'll
attempt-
hide. You ask about things, we'll hide.
So,
So
so I have a -7 to my proficiency check
Whatever
for
you do.
disguise.
Don't piss on hospitality.
And disguise is obviously charisma. And it already has a -1 check modifier. So this is going to be difficult because it means I have a -8.
I hope you succeed. Wow.
Really, Foster Brooks?
I hope you succeed.
Slippy, sloppy, Sammy.
Do well.
So my charisma is 15. So that means
so roll a poly, brother, roll a thing.
so I'm trying to roll what? If I have a -8 to my 15 charisma, right? Then
So you're trying to roll
I need to
an
roll
8 or below.
an 8 or no, a 7 or below.
7 or below.
Sorry, I did that to myself. I asked for homework in school too.
Do it.
I did not. Do
Bingo.
it. I rolled a 10. Wasn't that bad?
All right.
Close.
So I do all my disguise work and then I turn around and I'm like, guys, eh?
We're like,
Yeah,
no.
now, so you
Nah.
not impressed.
Hi, guys, I'm a goblin.
Oh, you should go. You sound exactly like
Oh,
a
yeah,
goblin.
Brian, you do it. I mean,
Dag.
Dag, you do it.
Okay.
Dag, you look like a goblin.
Dag.
So what do you do now that you're dressed like a goblin? Are you gonna?
Like a half goblin.
You could go trick or treating, I guess.
It's like, no, I guess we're just going to try to sneak by unless we want to just, murder them.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying
sounds
that
good.
seems to be what everyone wants to do. Our choices are basically to murder people or ignore them. There seems to be no talking to any.
Look,
I know.
I'm trying
No,
this
I'm not
time.
saying it's your fault. I'm saying like that
We're
just
just
seems
bad at
Usually
it.
is,
no,
though.
it just seems to be who we've encountered. There doesn't
Right.
seem to be a lot of.
And I don't know why I'm going easy on the goblins, but
Well, you
Hey, easy on the goblins.
How many goblins are there?
well, there's the two that
always
you're.
say that at
There's the
Denny's.
two that you saw up in the woods in front of you that you're talking about, and then there's the one that's right behind you right now.
Oh my
oh god.
Okay,
He's
I
behind
say,
me, isn't he?
hold fast. We have news of the giant wars.
You just see the guy kind of lean back with his sword, baseball bat style.
No, but I say it in Goblin.
He kind of stops for a minute.
I just made it up that
So he's rearing back to take a swing, and then Lyra steps up and says something in Goblin, which I don't know. Vous de suite de soir. He spoke French. Help him. And he stops for a second and kind of looks at you because you look sort of like a goblin, but not not at all like a goblin. Like there's a visible zipper up your back.
But you speak Goblin.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
I?
so
You're making an effort.
So and he just kind of he just sort of looks at you and goes, "Huh?"
Do we have any green food?
I just made up that I speak Goblin, though. Are you going to allow that?
Well, I'm just going to say that if you try to yell something at him while you're dressed like so surreally like a goblin, that it's going to stop him for a couple of seconds.
Okay.
So now,
I run him through with my frost.
Exactly. It's the perfect time to attack. It's
right,
not
so-
going to go well the other way.
all right, Dag's taking a swing. Go ahead, Dag.
I agree
Right?
with his approach.
I do.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
No,
but
I think
No, you're
you're
fine.
right this time. It's a Goblin.
This time.
Not to be
Yeah,
racist.
it's a dirty, nasty goblin.
Not to be right.
Thank you.
These fucking goblins are taking all our jobs.
These fucking
Right.
goblins
They all wear
fishing and
undershirts.
hiding in the tree.
Yeah,
Oh, Watsy, then why did you... I can't believe you cab driver was a goblin.
You know that, right?
What?
They all wear undershirts.
Goblins.
And flies buzzing around him, and they bowl. They love bowling, goblins.
And when you ask a goblin housewife if she wants any garbage, she'll say, "Yes, I'll take 3 bags."
Wait, what?
Yes, I'll take 3 bags.
Is it goblin? I like your goblin
That's probably
voice.
true.
Yes,
They
I'll
probably
take the
eat garbage.
Hey, what has 6
love
balls and
garbage.
fucks goblins? Lotto.
This guy right here. Oh, wait.
That's funny. Lotto.
You have 6 balls?
I love that was the takeaway.
You have 2 thumbs and 6 balls.
12.
Okay, so Dag kind of sees the goblin behind him, and you hear this. There's a weird whistling of cold wind,
Say freeze first or something.
and
really cool.
Brian just sort of flashes, and I want you to roll for damage.
Yeah. We got all those Post-its. I should have written down. What do I roll for damage for the Frostbrand? The Frostbrand? +3 ice sword.
8 plus 3, I think.
No, what have I?
Was it broadsword?
So 1d8.
Broadsword.
Two-handed sword?
It's a frost.
Yeah, so it's large. He's large, so he's large.
large.
He's large, so 2 to 7. So that's 1d6 plus 1 plus 3.
6.
6. So that's 10 points of damage, and you just sort of see a weird cold flash, and just Dag turns around and just cuts this guy in half.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of from the from below the
Steve's eyes just lit up.
below the right armpit,
yeah.
below
You
the
like
right
that
armpit.
shit, buddy?
And,
You
Love that
I
shit.
fucking-
I'm into this shit. Let's drink his
Pick up a
blood.
sword. Let's start fucking these
I
guys up.
fire
huh?
magic missile at the other 2 goblins
Yeah,
in the
fuck
tree
these
line.
motherfuckers.
You gonna do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Fire magic missile at those fuckers.
Okay, so
Winter's not
dicks.
me with my goblin costume.
Stupid fucking goblins.
Winter.
Hey, goblins, gobble this.
Gobble, gobble. Robble, robble.
So
I need to roll.
so he
Oh,
says
yeah, here.
says the magic
Yeah,
words.
fuck those guys up there.
I'm Hamburglar.
Yeah,
What am I using? Which
Fuck
one of
'em.
these am I using, John?
20 first, yeah?
No, I think a magic missile is pretty much a hit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Damage.
So you're
6
rolling-
sides, right? What is a magic missile?
Is it? It's 1d6 per level, isn't it?
I think
Or
so.
4 side. Oh, I'm sorry. It's
1d4 per level.
You level 3.
You're
I don't
level
know,
3,
I
so you
thought
need,
it was.
we need
I don't know
one,
if it's right.
one more. One more 4. Yeah, okay, now you do this and just count it up and put it in top of there.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, you bet. 3, 3,
And 1.
67.
Okay, you see you see a couple of you see Wieners sort of go a la peanut butter sandwiches. And these missiles fly out of his hands. It's very impressive, and they sort of you go flying up around model rocket style, and they go into the woods, and you hear this. Whoa! And you see this. A couple seconds later, you see this goblin come running out of the woods, and he's completely engulfed in flames. He's hitting himself trying to put the flames out, and he gets down. And is he
undercranked?
He's rolling around. He's rolling around in the mud now by the river, down by where the fire was, trying to put the fire out. He's obviously screaming in pain, and the other goblin comes out, and he's got a big a pallet, like a big wooden pallet, and he's just hitting him. Hitting him with it because he figures it'll put the fire out. Yeah.
Okay, I shoot a crossbow bolt at the one with the pallet.
All right.
The one.
Even though now these guys aren't even trying to fight us.
They're fucking goblins. They need to die.
Says the guy who stabbed the first one with the frostbite.
I'm afraid.
Know me.
10.
Okay. So hey, that's a hit because you had time to aim because they're not even looking at you.
Cool.
So roll some damage.
Oops. 2.
What a coincidence. You just see the guy that's trying to put his friend out with the big flat pieces of wood. He just kind of goes Charlie Callis style and just sort of collapses over his screaming, flaming friend. And he traps his friend in the riverbed, and he can't get up because there's a dead guy laying on him with a crossbow bolt in the back of his head. And his dead friend lights the pallet on fire, and they both go up in flames.
Nice. I think that's nice.
Goblins are hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Let's take a look at that clip. All
right, well,
don't have that clip
Let's
lined
send
up.
it into AFV.
Trademark Trail of Destruction. Check.
Okay, so
Is everybody dead yet?
Yeah, have we killed as many?
Did the dog lick the kid's butt clean yet?
not
Have we
yet,
set
but
enough things on fire? Is there a forest fire?
Are there any goblin babies or goblin old people to murder?
Can we beat
Sitting in
some
a
goblin
hut.
old people to death
Can
using
we kill
goblin
their
babies?
fish?
Can we kill their hopes and dreams?
These are real questions, Blaine. I don't know why you're ignoring them.
hey,
He's busy figuring stuff out.
yeah, hey, I'm trying to do my taxes. I'm really late.
We're early.
No,
Oh, shit, I gotta do
really,
my
I'm doing my
taxes.
97. So that's it. There's a dead goblin behind you that Dag cut in half, and it's not the best smelling thing. Winter lit that guy up, and the other guy came out and tried to help his friend, and Lyra shot him in the back of the head, and they both went up in flames.
Check.
You guys are really mean.
All right,
just
so,
watched it all,
They
and I
smelled
was so
bad on the
disappointed.
outside.
Yeah, they smell even worse on the outside when they're cooking. So, but this kind of has a mesquite palate kind of flavor going, which is nice.
Mesquite.
And you see the smoke from this fire just gets darker and darker because it's just there's oily flesh and clothing and wood burning out.
All right.
So
All right.
so now there's just just flames and smoke going up into the sky.
Well, I throw the rest of my goblin costume onto the funeral pyre, and onward and upward.
Let's loot their homes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do we search?
Steal their belongings.
Let's search their bodies.
You get up there and
Do
these
they have an
guys.
Xbox One or?
Nah, they're still on fire and just it's horrible. Just bubbling flesh and a dead guy, and
All right.
they smell like goblins.
Cool.
gross.
Yeah,
Gross.
but giant red wieners like the giants.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm kidding about the wieners.
Oh.
Just regular goblin wieners.
Coming all hungry for wieners.
I know wieners
Oh,
on
yeah, we're gonna look at
campfire.
their
This is-
Do you want to trace them through their clothing again?
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna trace it lightly further.
Oh my god!
That's the wrong
It's
kind
on
of goblin.
fire. It's on fire.
Burning goblin dicks are hot.
I'll use my
if you know what I
frost
mean.
tongue. Tongue of frosting.
I found the head. I found it.
I'm gonna trace it all the way down the
Here's the-
shaft to the balls.
There's the ridge on the head.
Jesus Christ.
Gonna lightly rub this vein to completion.
Do you think we could get some jism out of it? No jism.
No.
No. I'm still trying to come up with some you-know-what jokes about frosting.
Oh, God.
It's
Where were we?
love is never wrong.
What have we done?
Terrible
All right, so-
things to
You
goblins.
got a pass fast.
Stick something in its pee hole.
Put your finger in it. Ding, ding dong.
So you guys make these goblin corpses airtight for a couple of
So
minutes.
you're listening to work. So you're listening to work, and these guys are being real creeps. Of course.
If you put your finger in far enough, it's still wet in there.
No.
What have you done?
We're all super old grown-ups.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's like reverse aging on this podcast. Like, okay.
Next up, wet farts.
Yay! Oh, can we do that?
Oh, I'm crying.
It's okay.
It's half tears of joy and half of grief.
Can I get one with half joy, half grief?
Hold the misery.
Yeah, and can I pepperoni on the whole thing?
Oh my god.
So you guys go up and you defile these goblin bodies.
They're violated. And
Totally violated. Just thick black smoke going up into the
We
sky.
got the black smoke. Jesus
See, this is
Christ.
what people used to do before video games and before teabagging was invented. You would kill a
goblin.
fantasy
Carefully
character, goblin,
describe
whatever, and then
sexually
just
assaulting the corpses
Yes, you
of-
would, you would necrophilize the corpse of whatever you killed.
Turn it over, look at his butthole. Looks like a cat's.
That voice, whatever voice you do.
There's no way you can't look right at a cat's butthole.
Right.
It's like a magnet. Yeah?
Well,
What? Let's
Okay.
kill something else and touch
Can
its
we-
parts.
Let's catch some fish.
this is like the FBI is gonna be here soon.
All that horrible shit we did made me
Knocking on
really
our
hungry.
Okay, so we continue.
Yeah.
So you're
walking along the
you
river.
guys zip up.
Sorry,
and
we're
you
just
keep
having a
walking.
moment of
weird.
shame.
Nothing weird. Just keep going.
Nothing to see.
Well, that's taken
That
care
was
of.
fun. Let's go.
Let's go to the water.
Move the god.
I'm gonna finger a fish's butthole.
Let's go swimming.
So as you're walking up the river, you're still going west, and the flaming pile of goblin corpses covered in your jizz is burning behind you. And if you look across the river, it looks like you can still see the other side. It's not that far away, and you can see movement coming up to the edge of the river here and there. You don't know. You can't really tell what it is from here or there. But there's tree movement and stuff. But it's big enough to notice from this side. And you also see. Oh yeah, is that a Bacardi's and soda?
Steve
That
just
is
took
a
a shit.
sweet drink.
I just shit in my metal underwear.
Steve shit brought to you by Sizzler. You look. You can see more. Lyra sees this first because you have sharper eyes. You see, there's more movement on the water, but it's closer to this side. When you saw the ships the last time, they were going right, sort of down the middle. These are smaller and they're closer to you. They look like they're, but they're
What kind of
still to
color?
the
Can
west.
she see what
What
color
are
they are yet?
Boats?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's sort of they look sort of greenish.
Ooh. Green boats.
All right. Well, we watch the boats.
That's what they used to call money.
Green boats?
Yeah, green boats.
Okay.
I don't think that's true.
It's incorrect.
Oh, greenbacks.
I'll believe it.
Sorry.
Oh, that sounds right. Now that's something I've heard before.
I'm familiar.
It's the weird necrophiliac gay mountain men.
Okay.
So,
So,
I'm
I don't know if there's any coming back from this. I mean,
no?
From what?
from what just happened
The
here today.
defiling of the
goblin.
Like,
They're just
how
goblins.
We
They're
didn't do
made up.
anything.
They're make-em-ups.
No, I meant game-wise. I don't even know where do we... Okay, we're just going to continue going down
It's
the
perfectly
river.
within our alignments. What are you
Well-
saying?
Should we say hi to the green? Should we come out and wave to the green people, or
I
should we
think-
avoid them?
No, we're avoiding them. We're just continuing on the river.
Yeah.
You guys sort of get away from the shoreline a little bit. You get up into the woods, and you're sort of shadowing the coast in the woods a little bit, and you get it's a little higher elevation, and you can see that these are green boats. They're as green as the other ones were red, and they're smaller, but they look more like patrol boats. They're not like. The other one looked like it could even be civilians or some sort of political cavalcade or convoy or something. These look like little patrol boats, and it looks like you can see a couple of people on each one from where you are. I mean, you don't have binoculars or anything, but you can see people moving around, and those people are cartoony green. And you're just assuming that you're assuming that the scale to distance is there also very low.
Do you think were they in a position where they would have passed the red boats we saw?
No. As a matter of fact, does anybody here have any sort of seafaring type skills?
I don't know. Let me check.
I have no
doubt it.
idea.
I probably have rope use. I always pick that.
I have no idea
I have
what
set-
I
who knows what that is?
Set snares in disguise. Well, if you don't know, you could pick since you're...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could pick
look
a
at you with your
proficiency.
nautical navigational skills.
I'm going to say that if you're looking up, that if you guys have gained a little bit of elevation and you see that these boats, you're kind of tracking these boats, you can see that the wakes sort of head out like they almost were across the river or in the middle of the river, and they saw something and came over. So, I mean, there's not an obvious wake, but there's still a little break in the water. You can tell that they were out there somewhere and saw something and came in towards you guys.
Towards the goblin smoke fire?
Yeah, that
area?
was probably. I'm assuming the giant.
They're going to find something horrific.
Did they see us touching
Wait,
the
we
goblins?
didn't do nothing weird.
Yeah, were they watching us with the periscopes,
So if we just keep moving, though, they won't be
tracing
able to...
their...
Right? Can't we just...
You could. You can sort of.
I sense you don't want us to, but I do feel like we should leave this behind as quickly as possible.
Oh.
All of it.
Well, let's say that right now you're in the woods. You're you could if you move 10 yards towards the water, you would be on the shoreline of the river. So they can't really see you. You're above them a little bit. They're getting closer, and you can see that it is some sort of weird patrol. And there's 3 of these green boats, and they're kind of they look like they're sort of zeroing in on the fire, but that's really all you see.
But I'm saying, can't we just keep going, moving away from the fire and continuing on along the river?
Yeah,
Distancing ourselves from the scene of...
you could.
Yeah, let's distance ourselves if they're big guys.
Distance ourselves physically and emotionally.
You do. You just sort of sit in front of the TV and don't say anything for a while.
Let's take a quick break. And we're back.
Wait, I'm not back yet.
Oh, shit.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Cool.
Sorry, I couldn't get back there for a second. Traffic. I should have taken surface streets. So these, you see these 3 patrol boats out in the river. They're moving a little slower, and you see that they're the people that are on board. These green guys. They're kind of they're scanning the woods, and they're getting closer, and you can see that they're checking everything out. There might be a guy one or two people pointing towards the fire, but other guys are just sort of like scanning the woods or trying to see what's going on. So, and are you moving or are you not moving? Where are you going?
I thought we were moving away, but
Yeah, we're still moving.
Yeah.
And when you're saying moving, how are you moving?
I say within the
Skipping?
tree line like we were, and as SWAT-like as we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still keeping an eye on those guys.
Yeah.
Okay. You see there's one point, you see them starting they're past you, and you see they're getting a little closer to where the smoke is, and they don't seem to be like getting ready to land or anything, but you see a guy in the one of these green guys in the last boat sort of looking back into the woods where you guys are. Maybe he sees some movement or something, and you see him just pull out a bow.
He's looking at us.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
He's not really looking specifically at you, but he's just sort of he's looking at you guys, and sort of like he's trying to get like a bead on something. And you see another guy next to him on the boat, and he kind of does one of these things, and he also gets out a bow, and they both start sort of training on the woods where you guys are.
They saw a birdie.
Stay
Let's
low.
take him out.
What?
Oh.
What would
I thought we were going to be on the same page.
what'd you say? Take him out?
Maybe.
How?
Red
giants.
giant.
I'm going to assume that after that attack that you sat down for 10 minutes and relearned your magic missile. I'm just going to be nice that way.
Oh, thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I like that.
Well, we've got all kinds of stuff. I could blast my horn at them, for example.
You sure could.
Right?
Yes.
Should I?
So is everyone in this country just fucking aggressive?
This is
Yeah.
the point, but there's no one we
It's
can
Aggresso land.
chat with. It's very frustrating, but, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Are they within earshot? Like if we yelled to them, like
It'd sound like
what?
because we're tiny.
Would they hear us?
We're not that much smaller than them, though, right? They're big, but not like...
20 feet tall.
You'd be like toddler sized.
Oh, well, I can hear toddlers.
Yeah.
I hear them all the time.
Yeah.
Toddlers.
I live above that factory where they don't have any of those child labor laws, and it's just nothing but fucking toddlers constantly all night long.
Yeah, let us out. We're hungry.
I was at Disneyland the other week, and I don't know, maybe I told this story already.
Did you see your cat friend?
No, it was not about my cat. A small child, probably 3 or 4, ran, like, sort of barged up behind me and just said, "Get out of my way, you fat motherfucker!"
What?
And I was just shocked. Not that you call me fat or anything, but just this little kid. And her parents were there and didn't care.
Her parents?
Yeah,
It was a girl.
it was a little girl.
And the mother said,
Sort of pushed me out of the
Jenny, leave that fat motherfucker alone.
way. It was really kind of a bummer.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's a terrible story.
I know. I'll go on a diet.
Or just stay away from kids.
Was it a goblin? You should have stabbed it.
So,
So here's what happens. You guys are getting ready to do what?
well, if we're not, if they haven't
Kill
found
a
us
beef
yet,
fire
we
on
can,
us.
we can hide ourselves if they haven't seen us yet.
I have a feeling they're aiming at something other than
Yeah,
us.
I think they're scanning the woods looking for us, looking for
More
whoever-
goblins, maybe.
Yeah, or whoever caused the fire. that
goblin
they're
molesters.
checking out or whatever. But yeah,
I hope
So
they
do
weren't
you
friends.
wanna
I hope they
stay
weren't
down and not
friends
fire?
with the goblins.
can I use my?
Nobody's friends with goblins.
Can I use my
They're just good for
like stealthiness
touching after they
to
die.
hide other people? Or actually, Hug, why can't you? Can you do some type of illusion to just?
I can do all kinds of shit. I'm
You could
amazing.
just do a thicket of trees or something.
Sure.
Here or like a.
Yeah, you want me to throw
Can you
up
do a
little-
lemony thicket? No, nobody saw that.
A lot of people read the book.
So
Yeah, I can do
as
that.
you guys are sort of discussing things, you notice that that a couple of goblins are just sort of walking out of the woods on either side of you, and they haven't really noticed you. I'm not sure, but they walk out of the woods and they pull out some weird, like very primitive-looking bows and arrows, and they start aiming at the
Goblin green guy war.
Yeah.
All right, let's just let them do their own thing,
Yeah,
and we just
fuck
keep
'em.
going.
Yeah, can we scoot by?
Yeah.
Well, wait till they're dead and we can touch them and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
We're getting the hell out
Oh,
of here.
more goblins, guys.
Get the hell out of here.
Let's
Now.
try those green guys too. See what their cocks.
Yeah, I hope at least one of them dies.
Big green cocks.
I wonder if they smell like the red guys.
Suck on a spearmint rhino. That's what I'm gonna do.
So these goblins come out.
No.
They drive you insane.
I just like have had tears. Just like I need to stop. You guys have to. Okay, so let's.
What's happening with these guys?
So the two goblins. There's one on either side of your party. Still waiting for a table. We're just gonna clear it off. You guys will be sat. Don't worry.
Goblin party 2.
They have some. They have their arrows ready to go, and you see another little goblin. It looks like an intern. He runs out with a lighter and he lights their arrows.
Nice.
And this is all happening. This is all happening in front of you.
Awesome.
You got really lucky. And their arrows start lighting on fire, and the goblin to your left sends one flying, and it's an amazing shot. It's like just a beautiful drive, and you see it go right into the back of the ship of the guys that are aiming at you.
And there's more than one boat, right?
3.
Yeah, there's 3
three,
boats.
right?
This is the back of the last boat. So this thing goes straight into the back and just hits, and you see flames kind of on the back of the boat. And the two guys that were on the boat with their arrows drawn take some shots. And just a huge green arrow goes through the goblin to your left, the one that just shot that arrow. It just goes through him like nobody's business, and he kind of stops and looks down and just falls over dead. And the other goblin to your right, his arrow lit his bow on fire, and then his bow lit his clothes on fire, and he's sort of running around in circles in flames. Then another arrow goes through that goblin and kills him. So the two goblins that were on either side of you are dead. One's in flames.
How close?
Close
Can
enough.
I reach out and touch
Yeah,
one?
close enough for you to do your
All
thing.
right, time to touch some goblins.
And the third boat in that little convoy, this little patrol convoy, you can see it's on fire, and there's green guys moving to sort of extinguish it somehow. But the fire looks like it's getting out of control
Like,
pretty
seriously,
quick.
let's just get out of here because now we're going to be caught in the crossfire and there's no reason to be. So,
Right.
if we just move out of this area now, any remaining goblins will continue to battle with the green guys. And we can
I'm fine with that.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you guys are going to keep heading west, and you're going to stay in the woods?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
All right. As you're in the woods, you sort of you can see some action behind you. You see that the boat that's on fire is starting to kind of make its way towards the shore. It's aiming towards the shore, and the other two boats in front of it keep moving. They don't stop, and you see behind you a bunch of goblins just come out of the woods. And they're heading towards the water, and it looks like they're going to attack the
boat.
this flaming green ship. So that's what's happening as you guys sort of sink back deeper into the woods.
Okay. Well, I don't care how that ends. Let's keep walking.
All right.
Yeah, I want no part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Except to come back and touch.
All right. Cool. And hey everybody, it's now here's a quick performance from Panic at the Disco. Panic? I got nothing. So you guys are going to stay in the woods. Are you going to stay?
Continue moving.
You're going to continue moving. The land is getting higher, and you see that the water below you, it's getting wider like a sea, like I was saying. But you also see that the land you're on looks like it's starting to turn into more of a valley, a level valley.
Above the lower valley.
So the land's getting a little rounder, a little smoother, a little easier to deal with.
All right.
Unless you want to stay in the woods.
No, fuck the woods.
You want to
I
stay.
like things that are easier to deal with.
You want to stay near the water.
Is that still with this new valley this new level?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably move along a ridge that would let you keep an eye on things.
Yeah, I like to move along a ridge.
Okay, so you get up there, and you get to a point where
I lightly trace the ridge with my tongue.
There we go. There you go.
Oh, it tastes fishy.
It's a geological formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, big. It's big.
To make it slippery.
Wait till you guys get to Carl's bad cavern.
I can't
Carl's very bad.
It's all gushy.
Cheesecake cavern.
Oh, it's cheesy.
This is so sexy.
Someone out there is going to think that it is, actually. That's the thing.
That's
You've now
that's
created,
the cool part.
Now you've created this.
That weird new fetish.
Oh, God.
Move over, bronies. Here's something
Goblin
creepier.
touching.
So you guys are sort of moving along. You're
Move
keeping.
over, bacon. Oh, well, fuck you. What?
You're never more than 6 degrees away from fucking bacon, are you?
No.
All right.
I got a new show on the Food Network where it's just me traveling around the country.
Fucking bacon.
Bacon.
Fucking
It's like
bacon in
Anthony
different
Anderson, but with me.
Why do you
and
have to
I'm
go to different
fucking
cities to
bacon.
do that?
Because I get chased out of cities for fucking with bacon.
Statute of bacon
That
limitations.
makes sense.
So I
Don't
have,
come back to
I have to
Austin.
skedaddle.
What do you think? Keep Austin weird, not that weird.
It's called Get Away From Our Bacon.
Hey, Portland, is it cool if I fuck your bacon? Seattle?
Yeah,
was
once.
cool.
Time to go to Canada.
Season 2.
Back bacon.
Oh, I'm going to fucking figure back bacon Canada.
This is a lost episode.
Yeah. No,
Yes,
we need to air this one.
Wait, that we're
Otherwise,
going to
we
air
gotta
it?
Come back. Yeah. It's not going to be any better. If we come back fresh.
I'm just going to
I just
everything.
meant lost, plot wise and morally. But
Where are we at? How long? Oh, okay. About
Okay.
10 minutes left.
Okay, I'll try to bring us
let's
back
take
in.
another break. And we're back. Yeah.
Yum.
Back. All right, Blaine.
Fucking hell.
I just rolled
It's
my
not
eyes
just me.
So
so
the
hard
trees
that
are
my
thinning
hands
out.
are
It's,
everybody.
backwards.
It's my whole. It's all of you.
It's less foresty now. We're
Less foresty.
still along the
water. Still along the water.
Is it the water still getting wider? Is the base still getting wider?
And Leon's getting larger. Yeah, it looks like you're on a nice ledge, like almost like you're in Palos Verdes at this point, where you can
Look down.
you can look down and you can see the
That means
water.
the green something.
Yeah, it means the green something. So, but in this case, it would be the Palos Rojo.
Rojas.
We're in the Red Valley.
Oh, it's red here.
Well, I'm just saying so far everybody on this side's been reddish.
Yeah,
The
okay.
only green that you've seen.
Rojas.
Yeah, the only green you've seen was the green boats and the
right.
green
Even
magic.
our goblins.
This is the Palos Rojas. To you, the Castilian.
So and the boats that you just attacked were Tomatillo.
This is Tomatillo.
So you're looking down, and you see kind of again in the middle of the sea. You see another. You see like another convoy of vessels off in the distance, off to the west, and but that's really all you can see. And back behind you, where the fire and the fighting was going on, there's another fire going. There's another column of smoke. The original smoke from the flaming goblin that you molested has faded out.
Wait, what?
And there's a different column of smoke.
It's experimenting.
Yeah, it's obviously that ship that was that caught on fire was burning. So that's what's going on back there. So and on the other side, way off in the distance, you still see movement along that coastline. So the other coastline looks like there's ship going on. This one you seem to be lucky for now.
Like shit, like battle or something like that, or
No, just activity. You're not really sure.
Keep walking.
All right. When you get up to the, you walk along for maybe another 10 or 15 minutes, and you're looking down, and you, it's much more in the distance now. But this convoy of ships in the middle are blue, just completely blue.
maybe they're friendly. Let's not fuck this up.
Somebody's got to be nice.
I mean,
in
they're-
this
Let's talk
fucking
to the
country.
blue
But
people.
they're so out of range. They wouldn't be able to see you unless you were
Fuck.
jumping up and going over here, like trying to get the attention of the sandcrawler or something.
It's also odd that they're all on the river. Like if they were at war, you wouldn't think they'd just be like floating down one by one in quick succession, right?
If they were at war.
Yeah, like they wouldn't.
Maybe
just-
this is the port, and they only get into conflicts when they cross one another's.
yeah, maybe.
lands. Who knows?
I'm just spitballing.
Yeah.
Just pointing out
Yeah.
stuff.
So, how far away are they? Are they way across the water? You're saying?
Yeah,
I feel good luck with the blue.
they're sort of heading down the middle of the river the way that red convoy was. They're
Same
not-
thing, same route.
Same route.
See, I say let's just keep going until we get to the base of operations.
Where they all
Where are the
meet
ships
up?
coming from? Are they launching from different points? You know, let's
Maybe
let's try
there's
to-
a rainbow island.
maybe there's a central city.
All right.
Originally, you had said that this continent like exported crystals, or this is where like a lot of stuff
All the
came
colored
from.
crystals?
Yeah, so maybe there's like a central location,
A hub.
a hub or a city of some kind.
All right.
Or even a Planet Hollywood, at least.
Sure.
Captain Crunch chicken.
Oh my God! Don't get me started. Oh, you got me started. Oh, that Captain Crunch chicken. Whoa! Oh,
Are they still in business, Planet Hollywood?
What's the word for coming when you shit? Captain Crunch chicken. It's a trick question.
All right, continuing along.
So you keep moving along. You see the blue fleet kind of disappear into the east, and you're starting to notice as you're taking in this entire bay harbor, this body of water. You can see every now and then you'll see like a small ship or a boat of some sort. Like there's just traffic, almost maybe it's even private. Could be fishermen, could be tourists, whatever. Glass bottom boats from Brian's Polish joke. You never know what you're going to see. Was that last week? It's like suddenly out of nowhere. Yeah, Blaine just took down the Polish. Out of nowhere in the middle of that episode. I missed that episode before where they took down the Italians in Polish.
Their ship has a bowling alley in it.
Yeah, like Pooper Train. No, those are the brown ships. Hey, so you keep moving along. There's whoa. You have a. Hey, why don't you guys talk amongst yourselves for a couple seconds while
wrote
I figure out
something
what
bad.
that whoa was.
Oh God, what happened?
He rolled
What do
up
you think happened?
something
Are
bad.
we all gonna die?
He rolled
I
up
hope
Joey
not.
Lawrence.
I hope at least one of us lives so we can touch the others.
Here we go
Hey,
again.
Did you guys touch any of those the two goblins that got?
No, we had to
I
run
did.
away. Did you?
I just
Did you
reached
see
over
really?
and grabbed his titties.
Weird.
The fuck?
Goblin titties. Sweet. Sweet goblin titties.
Sweet goblin titties.
My God, I'm
It's
having
like
a heart
fucking
attack.
Silence of the Lambs.
She was a great big old fat girl, wasn't she?
I'd fuck me.
Yeah, but you guys are doing like some Henry Fonda thrown in there too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, about a size
Henry Fonda
14.
meets Buffalo Bill.
Oh, I found the ridge on that goblin's penis.
Stewart?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's not Henry.
you're thinking
That's Jimmy Stewart. Wait, how's
Dude,
Henry
Jon
Fonda?
Stewart. Oh wait,
John Stewart.
What the hell?
I said do Jon Stewart.
You do,
Henry
Jon Stewart.
Fonda.
Guys,
Yeah, what's up? It's pretty fun, right?
Did you figure it out, Blaine?
Dungeons and Dragons. Teach your kids.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
Oh wait, are kids listening to this?
Oh fuck! Did I say shit?
This is for kids.
Holy.
This is adult D&D. AD&D, if you want.
Really is adult this week, yeah.
Okay, so
It's fucking Steve's fault.
so 3-time Rhinoceros Rex comes over the hill and they eat you guys all and you're dead. I'm kidding.
Oh, shit.
I'm kidding.
The end.
You see
What's the sphere of
Annihilation.
sphere of annihilation? You step into a sphere of annihilation and you all die.
The end.
What?
Go.
it's called a Hummer limo.
That's bad DMing.
You guys sort of you're looking out over the water and you're checking out all the boats and trying to figure out what's going on. And you sort of look up and there's a hill in front of you, and over the top of the hill you see just a red head coming up, sort of walking along.
Is it Carrot Top?
Big?
Yeah, big.
What's like bigger than these other giants?
No, just it seems to
That's
be.
just another
Yeah, one of these
redheaded
guys.
giant.
But he's close.
Yeah, and he's sort of
You seem to know that we're there. Or?
he hasn't seen you yet. He's coming over the ridge. He seems to just kind of be he's not really paying attention, just sort of walk.
I think we gotta try and
Talk to
yeah,
them?
yeah. I don't even know how to do it, but we gotta try some type of nonviolent solution. We can't just
Sure.
cut a swath. Through.
Let's pick some flowers and give them a bunch of flowers.
Are you making fun of me, Ruth?
No,
This
I'm trying to find a solution to our terrible dilemma. I absolutely want to talk to them. I just don't know how.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we make a big green guy.
No. No. You know what? Lyra's she's just gonna do it.
Just gonna run up and say hi.
She just steps out,
Yo, what's
hands
up?
up, but ready to bolt. And you guys are all secreted
Yeah, okay,
away. So
okay.
she looks non-threatening.
Sure.
She's a lady. She's
Okay.
the size of a toddler. And, she just walks out.
All right. You walk out in front of this guy, and he looks like he's traveling. He doesn't look like he's armed military style like those first giants that you fucked up. He looks kind of like a civilian, a little older. Looks normal, I guess. Wearing bear skins or whatever fucking red giants wear. Everything's sort of red tinted and stuff. He's got a sword. It's not a huge sword. He's got a backpack. It's sort of maroon. And he sees Lyra. You just sort of walk out in front of his path.
Yeah, but like gently, like hands up, like hello. I mean you no harm. Like very clearly body language submissive kind of.
So you walk out in front of him, and he kind of, it sort of startles him for a second. He kind of he wasn't expecting you to walk out in front of him, and he kind of whoa. He just looks at you and starts laughing.
Does he speak English? I mean, common or whatever.
He's just sort of checking you out, like I don't know, like if you were walking through the woods and like just sort of like a trained seal came out, or a kid dressed like Little Lord Fauntleroy, just something unexpectedly
All right,
adorable
I
walks
say
out.
hello.
Well, hello. Look at you. Look at you. Bitty, 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 boo. And he kind of leans over, And it's sort of a. He doesn't look like he's gonna hit you or anything, but he's just He's not. It's not as Cosby as it sounds. Yeah, with a guy. He just sort of leans over. He's looking at you and smiles, and he's laughing. He doesn't quite know what to make of you yet.
Well, we're at an hour, so.
Oh,
Whatever
so
you
are my
wanna do.
quality
Oh, we
eyeglasses.
finally got somewhere. Can we go back and touch the red guys?
Hey, no. Let's keep going.
Okay, well, so
Well, Sarah
on-
talks to this guy. Let's sneak up behind him and touch the back of his balls.
The back of his balls.
Well, if you do the front, he'll see you
They're
coming.
not as soft as I thought.
He'll see you sneak it up
They're
on
all
the front of
bumpy.
his balls.
All right, while our heroes sneak up around the back of this red
No,
giant
no,
to
not
touch the
really.
back of his balls, Lyra tries to engage him in conversation. What will happen? Will he keep laughing? Will they touch the back of his balls? What color is the next bunch of boats going to be?
Yellow.
Who knows? Not me, and I'm the dungeon master. Tune in next week for more Nerd Poker. Back to you, Brian.
I will be in Calgary for the Calgary Comedy Festival, and then the next day, so Thursday, and then the next day I will be in Flint, in Traverse City, Michigan,
Oh,
doing stand-up with Jeremy Essig. Funny shows. Please come out. I think like 2 issues of Deadpool this month. All the books, Jerry Duggan. Remember Jerry Duggan?
oh, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
He writes comic books now.
Oh, and hey, just in case, we want to thank the unnaturally funny Steve Agee for sitting in with us
Thanks
Yeah,
for having
the last
me.
couple of weeks. It's always a pleasure
Thank
having you.
you. Thank
It was
you.
fun touching
Keep
stuff.
coming.
I'd love to.
All right. Anything else? That's it.
That's it. I'm going to be on your show of shows with
Howard Morris
yeah, and
In
Lyle
1954.
Alzado.
and Uncle Goopy.
Yeah, and I'm me and Dick Cavett are doing a tour of elbow patches this week. So come on out and see us with a young Robert Klein.
Thanks for listening.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com